Today, we talk about...
Well, not exactly these shoes. That's not what I want to talk about today, but it's going to be a little bit more of a focus than what I really wish I could have talked about, which is the Black Cement Jordan 3s. So this happened to be the Saturday that they released, and I'm just tying up my Special Field Air Force Ones in the Faded Olive colorway. One of my favorite shoes, both in terms of comfort and style. As you can see here, lacing them up is quite the bitch. But over time, you kind of get used to it, and given that it's not my daily wear, I, don't mind it so much. Besides the fact that, it looks super OD when you finally get it on, so worth it. Anyway, what I will take a second to discuss about this shoe is just the styling of it. Just an incredible, incredible design, especially when it's not a brand new silhouette and borrowed straight up from the Air Force One as a base. But the reason I think this took off as opposed to other Air Force One, mashups, I guess you could call them, is it still comes across as a brand new shoe. Just an insanely high cut, and I'm a huge fan of high tops. Super militaristic look. The colorway itself just lends itself to it, plus the big, thick midsole being all gummy. And then, of course, the added straps on the side, the two straps. Oh, my Lord. Just OD. But anyway, so I figured I'd throw these on this particular day that the Jordan 3s were releasing, that particular Saturday. And, I was pretty optimistic that I may be able to cop a pair from the mall itself, which I've always wanted to do that. I always am jealous of these old sneakerheads that talk about the olden golden days of going to a sneaker store and just coming across something super OD, super special, super popular, hypey model at the time, whether it was the new Jordans or what have you, and you could just walk into the mall, try them on, and buy them right then and there. No shipping, no nothing. You get to touch them, you get to smell them. And those days are basically gone for any of the kinds of releases that I purchase for the most part. Occasionally I'll have some general releases that I'm looking to purchase that I can actually walk into a store and get, but it's super, super, super rare for me. But in any event, so I figured I'd give it a shot because from what I'd heard, it was going to be a fairly general release for these Jordan 3s, and to some it's maybe the greatest and most important Air Jordan model of all time. So, what a day, huh? But the context of this was, a buddy of mine, Billy Buttcheeks, was gracious enough to invite me to actually check out his new restaurant that his family's kind of running, especially his older brother. And I figured, hey, why not? Perfect opportunity. And he wanted to meet up at the mall, and I thought that was OD perfect because I could, try and hunt down the shoes too. So, this is basically me getting war ready, am I right, to, meet up with him and hopefully cop the shoe and check out his, restaurant. I'm pretty much done here. I put it in slow motion because I thought it would look a little bit cooler, but for those of you that really don't care, apologize for the drag on. But yeah, this second strap is pretty OD too. I prefer the lower strap, which gives you that more rugged military look. But the upper strap is pretty dope because A, the two-strap look is OD in and of itself, and second of all, when you flip the strap around, it gives you a nice little decal with the Nike branding on it. And as I flip it around here, you may get a closer look. I may just pop in a little inlet of what actually is set on there if the editing doesn't come out too good, but whatever. But anyway, so, that's I guess what we'll be doing today, but I'm really running out of things to say until this little animation runs out. Animation. I guess, what would you call this? Would this be a montage? Probably not, right? There's no cuts here. It's all just slow motion. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the other thing I forgot to mention with these shoes, they have that little secret pocket in the tongue to put whatever you want in there. Have yet to use it, but kind of nice that it's there. Also came with a bag where you can take that lower strap you see there off both shoes and stick them into the bag that the shoes came with, and it forms a I forget the name of the bag, but it's a military style bag, which is pretty OD. But yeah, we're about ready to head off here, and let's get to it. Any moment now. Any moment now, cuh. There you go. All right, let's get our day started. And we're off.
First off.
Oh, it's already recording, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
You motherfucker. I didn't even take my first bite. Alright, whatever.
Dude, check this out, alright?
No, I'd love to be watched while I eat. It's the best.
No. This is the experiment.
Whatever.
I tell you what I'm thinking, even though it's your restaurant, so it's kind of muddled because you're biased.
You don't know that. But yeah.
Is this the vibe you were looking for?
No. Not even fucking close. I was looking at it in my head, like... I'm walking it.
I'm walking it. No, G, though, this is like the nicest dining hall I've ever seen.
How soft are these seats?
Actually, yeah, the seats, the booths.
Just falafel.
This is like...
Did you get the falafel?
level 1.
You deadass didn't try the falafel?
No.
Sucker. Yo, this is a car you're gonna
Damn,
die.
son, where'd you find
What's wrong with you?
Where's he coming? Oh, look at him, look at him. Oh.
Get away from me, dude. I hate you.
Carbondale. Alright, that's enough. I gotta edit this later, you know?
Good.
It's gonna take extra.
I hope you fucking have to go through this right here and go.
Meanwhile, the Apple Store's still there. And that looks like legit they were having the most fun they've ever had in their lives.
Are you what? So every time
But yeah, spoiler alert, wasn't able to get the shoes. Still sold out everywhere. Saw a ton of kids at the mall, and I knew the minute we got there that was probably not going to happen. But regardless, I learned a couple things. One was, well, first off, I had a fantastic time with Billy Buttcheeks, and look forward to doing that again sometime soon. But the other thing is, you know, just felt good to be on the hunt for a sneaker in real life as opposed to online, and I look forward to doing that more often. I think that would be, you know, it was a really exhilarating experience. Just the anticipation and excitement of potentially getting this sold-out shoe, and knowing that there was still a shot to get it, even though, you know, with most other releases I hunt down, I already know off the jump that there's just no way I'm going to be able to get it. So, with that said, thanks for joining, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. We out. Peace.